Hello, thank you for joining us today. My name is Erica,
Hi, I'm Kalisa Bowling.
and we are consultants and account executives to SANDAG iCommute program. We are here to provide you with information to help you consider different commute options to get to your work. So in the next 30 minutes, we're going to present information about different transportation options. We will explore these through slides and videos from some of the transportation agencies and vendors. For the agenda, I will start with a brief overview about SANDAG iCommute program. Then we'll talk about transit, particularly how to ride safely and how to ride free during the month of September. The next mode we'll present is Vanpool, followed by Carpool and active transportation. Finally, we will explain what is the Guaranteed Ride Home program and how it can be a great resource for those people who use alternative transportation. So let's get started. What is iCommute? iCommute is San Diego's regional commuter assistance program. It is managed by the San Diego Association of Governments. Through free programs and services, we promote and encourage sustainable commute choices across the region. The iCommute goals are to reduce the number of people who drive alone, the traffic congestion, and the greenhouse gas emissions. Did you know that transportation contributes to 41% of the region's greenhouse gas emissions? By changing the way we get to work, you have the opportunity to make a huge impact. We encourage you to visit the iCommute website at icommutesd.com. Again, icommutesd.com to explore the different resources that are available to support your commute. Now I'll pass the presentation to my colleague Kalisa to start learning about transit.
The County of San Diego has two transit agencies. One is the Metropolitan Transit System, which most people know as MTS, which runs buses and the trolley. If you visit their website, www.sdmts.com, you'll find a trip planner tool that allows you to identify the best route to your work. It also provides real-time information related to the bus and trolley schedule. Due to health concerns during the COVID pandemic, we wanted to take a few minutes to watch this short video so you can see the steps MTS is taking to ensure passenger safety and what passengers can do themselves to keep safe.
San Diego is back on the move, and MTS is more ready than ever to get people back to the places that matter most. Of course, the world has changed, things are different now, but I'm proud that MTS has been a constant through it all, running essential service for people who have been absolutely necessary to keep our region working through a crisis. Just as our service is essential, our riders are essential also. That is why we take our responsibility to keep everyone safe and healthy very seriously. So we are changing with the times. First, we've enhanced our already rigorous cleaning protocols. Every day and on every vehicle, we use the best disinfectants and deploy the best practices shared by transit operators all over the world. And some busy stations and vehicles get 2 cleanings a day. We've installed hand washing stations at all of our trolley stops and some of our busy bus stops. We'll also be handing out hand sanitizer and MTS face coverings to riders. Most importantly, we are ramping up services again to handle larger passenger loads. Trolley service is back to every 7 minutes all day long on the UC San Diego Blue Line. We will have buses running as frequently as possible on our most popular routes. New barriers are being installed on buses that will protect our drivers and allow more seats to be open at the front. We're doing everything we can to allow as much space as possible between our passengers. But as ridership climbs, social distancing won't always be possible, and your help will be more important than ever. If a vehicle is crowded, consider taking the next bus or trolley. Try to avoid sitting next to another passenger. Always wear a face covering when riding. Limit conversation. Sneeze into your elbow. Use Compass Cloud, our mobile ticketing app, to buy your fare to minimize touching surfaces. Reminders about these and other practices will be part of a new educational campaign promoting rider safety. By working together and caring for each other, we'll emerge from this crisis stronger than before. So whether you'll be choosing transit to save money, cut on your commute time, or help create a more sustainable future, we'll be here for you to get you where you need to be. I'm Sharon Cooney, the CEO of MTS, and on behalf of all of the men and women who work at the agency, welcome aboard.
The second transit agency is the North County Transit District, known as NCTD. This agency offers a commuter train called the Coaster that runs a train from Oceanside to downtown San Diego, and a Sprinter hybrid train that has a connection from Escondido to Oceanside. Additionally, there are buses in North County that provides connections to these rail systems. You can find out information regarding the routes and schedule at gonctd.com. Next, we're going to watch a short video from NCTD.
Over the last year, our region has had to face a lot of challenges. With the 2020 surge of COVID-19, our entire way of life was uprooted by unprecedented closures. Hardship became part of our daily regimen. Businesses closed, trains ceased, and life seemed to come to a standstill. And yet, despite all of this, San Diego endured. And as the sun finally sets on 2020, NCTD wants to help get things back on track. Motivated by the thriving spirit of our region, we've rolled up our sleeves and gotten to work. We've reinvested and reloaded, taking the last year to focus on the details so we could come back stronger than ever. Paralleled with Petco Park's return to full capacity, San Diego County Fair's homegrown fun event, and new regional economic development, NCTD is returning to full coaster service with plans for increased service later this year. But this isn't the same coaster you remember. This is an entirely new train with cleaner, quieter, more efficient locomotives. The coaster of the future is here. And as businesses reopen and tourism returns, let's come together to reconnect the region and get people moving again. This isn't just the return to normalcy. This is the beginning of better. A new dawn, a new way to travel. Coaster is back. Let's go, San Diego.
If you're ready to try transit, a great opportunity to do this is in the month of September, when rides will be free for the entire month. The transit agencies are adding a new card system called Pronto, previously the Compass card, and are encouraging people to try it out. There are different ways to get a new Pronto card. You can either visit the MTS Transit store, you can call Pronto Support Center at the number on this slide, 619-595-5636, or you can download the mobile app. If you work on the Coronado Naval Base, the ferry could be a good option for you. The ferry runs between the Broadway Pier in downtown San Diego to the ferry landing in Coronado. During the commuter hours, which are shown here, the ferry is free, and they'll provide you with a free return ticket for the afternoon.
Well, now that you have learned about transit, let's discuss another mode, vanpooling. Vanpooling is a way to share the ride with other coworkers, which will not only make your commute more fun, but will be saving you money. The iCommute program provides a subsidy of $400 a month to help you with the leasing of a vehicle, or $500 if you choose an electric vehicle. There are two designated iCommute vendors, Commute with Enterprise and Green Commuter. These vendors can help make vanpooling an easy option. We're going to watch a video of each vendor to learn about how they work.
There's a better way to get to work, one that saves money and gives you back more time in your day. Commute with Enterprise. Enterprise makes it easy to ride together. We provide the vehicle, maintenance, and ongoing support. You just bring the company. We start by connecting coworkers who live nearby. Then you choose from our wide selection of SUVs, vans, or crossovers. And your crew can upgrade your ride with amenities like Wi-Fi or HD radio. Everyone saves money by sharing the cost of the vehicle and gas. Some commuters may even receive government or employer subsidies to further reduce the cost. Once you have your crew and the vehicle, it's time to ride. Choose the time and central location to meet and ride back to after work. Everyone can alternate driving duties, giving you more time to relax, catch up on work, chat with coworkers, or even stream your favorite TV show. And when you commute with Enterprise, you're making a real difference by reducing the number of cars on the road and your carbon footprint. So let's recap. By commuting together, you're saving money, gaining back time, and helping the environment, all while riding in style. Commute with Enterprise.
Every year, Americans spend nearly a week stuck in traffic. Valuable time that can take away from the important things in life, like time with family, exercising, looking at important stuff on the internet. Not to mention the pollution that affects everything, from the humans to polar bears to Kanye West. At Green Commuter, we have developed an app that allows you to use our own fleet of Tesla Model X for vanpooling during commuting hours and as a car share the rest of the time. How great is that? Sharing the ride to work in a vanpool is the most affordable way to get to work. It's environmentally friendly, and you may just find that special someone. And when the vehicles aren't being used for vanpooling, any Green Commuter member can book and use them for the fun things in life. Because we use these vehicles efficiently, we can afford to make our rates one of the lowest in the industry. Green Commuter is about coming together to take charge of where we go and how we get there. It's about saving the planet as well as saving your dollars. Green Commuter is about us. So let's make our rides greener for the world and our children's world. Join our community and be part of something big. To learn more, you can visit our website at www.greencommuter.org. Green Commuter, it's how we roll.
So now that you have heard more about the Vanpool, you might be ready to start or join a Vanpool. So let's discuss what to do next. Here is the contact information for each of the vendors, or you can sign up on the interest list on the iCommute website. Here is the information. Before we move to the next mode, we wanted to share information about the Navy Transportation Incentive Program, referred to as TIP. These allow you to get an additional $270 subsidy to use towards Vanpool or transit. For Vanpool, that is in addition of the $400 or $500 subsidy you get from SANDAG's iCommute program. If you visit the iCommute website, there is a page dedicated to telling you more about this great benefit, or you can also contact the Navy-based TIP coordinator. Let's talk about carpooling. If you don't have a large enough group at work to vanpool with, carpooling is another great option to consider. You can either give rides or get rides from neighbors or other commuters that have similar routes. And as a carpooler, there are measures that you can take to ensure a safe ride. First, wear a mask when riding together. Second, limit the carpool size so there is more distance between you and others. Reduce exposure by riding with the same person or people. And limit the physical contact when entering and exiting the vehicle. WAZE Carpool is a vendor that features an app that facilitates carpool matching. Let's watch this video to see how it works.
Every day, millions of people use WAZE to find the fastest route. Yet getting around continues to be a big challenge. Traffic is only getting worse, and it's no wonder, with so many people choosing to drive alone. What if there were an easy way to connect people on the road and reduce the number of cars? Now there is, with WAZE Carpool, a community made up of regular people, not professional drivers, sharing rides on their commutes. Want a ride? Grab the front seat and save on commuting costs. Or give a ride and get paid for gas, while helping a neighbor or coworker on the way. With WAZE Carpool, you're in control. You choose the people you carpool with based on profiles, ratings, and filters, like gender and coworkers only. And don't worry, WAZE will send you a reminder before your carpool and guide you the whole way. So what are you waiting for? Try WAZE Carpool and join the movement. Help create a better world where people work together to change how we move.
Now my colleague Deborah will walk us through the final option we'll be discussing today, which is active commuting.
In addition to transit commuting, vanpool commuting, carpool commuting, you might be considering active commuting to get to work. And we're basically defining active commuting as getting on your bike. I brought my bike upstairs so you can see my bike. Maybe walking to work, or maybe taking a scooter to work. So I wanted to go through a few of those commutes. We'll start by just some of the benefits of these commutes. Sorry, went a little too fast there. So the benefits of these active commutes is, one, you can do them by yourself and you can keep your distance. So those are a couple of the CDC guidelines that you can just do instantly. And then it's out in the fresh air, which they're advising to be a good place to be to avoid the virus. And then it's kind of a twofer. You're getting some exercise while you're going to work. So those are just some of the easy benefits of active commuting. Then I've got some tips here. First of all, with bike commuting. So with bike commuting, I've broken it down into four ways. So planning your trip, protecting yourself, preparing your gear, and then basically you getting there. You're there at work. So planning your trip is as simple as finding the right bike route. I don't know if bike commuting is new to you. Maybe you've tried it on Bike to Work Day, or maybe you do it all the time. But a great resource is our regional bike map. We do have an interactive version of it on our website, or maybe at a Bike to Work Day event, you picked up a paper version of it. Just spread that on the table, find out your best bike route, or even consult Google Maps for your best bike route to take to work. I put protect yourself because that's really important to wear your helmet, to wear bright clothing, to wear a face covering. When I'm riding my bike, I just slip my face covering over my face when I'm passing people, or just on an area where I might be past myself, just to have a gaiter or buff around your neck. And if you're commuting at night or in low light, to put a light either on your bike or on yourself, just so that you're being seen. Preparing your gear, simply check the tire pressure on your bike and your brakes. You might want to use a day pack or maybe a sling backpack, so you can put your gear in there, but your hands are free. Bring a lock. We do have bike thefts here in San Diego, so you'll want to lock your bike. And then snacks and a water bottle and some hand sanitizer. So just prepare your gear, get ready for your bike commute. Then when you get to work or you're in destination, just park and lock your bike to something secure. We do have some tips on our bike map about the best places to lock your bike and where on your bike to attach your lock. Wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer, especially if you've been sweating. You've got stuff on you that you don't want to contaminate other services. So just best practice to wash your hands. Shower or towel off if you have an opportunity to shower at your workplace. Enjoy your snack, your banana or your granola bar and some water, and then you're ready for work. Moving on, we do have some bike resources on our webpage, so please consult those. Just for the sake of time, I won't go into this for too much detail, but one thing we do have coming up is on June 30th, which is next Tuesday. We have a bike commuting class. There's one at 11 and one at 2 p.m. So the next commuting tips I have is about walking to work, and those are very similar to biking to work. A couple things I'll just call out. One, in terms of protecting yourself, just be careful when you're crossing the street. So what I do for best practice is I make eye contact with the drivers, and I make sure that they see me. I also wear bright clothes or wear a reflective vest. And then your other gear that you'll want to take with you or to wear is comfortable clothing, comfortable shoes, your face covering, hat, sunglasses, sunscreen if you're going to be commuting by walking in the afternoon sun. And then once you're there, the other thing that I would suggest, in addition to some of those tips I gave you for bike commuting, is to just do a quick stretch. You know, you might be walking a mile or 2 miles, and you might get a bit stiff if you just go straight to your office desk and you sit down all day. So just do a quick stretch. And then I've got finally some scooter tips. So scooter is another one of those active commutes that you can do alone and outdoors. We do have some scooter vendors that are in the city of San Diego and elsewhere in the county. So one, you'll want to download those scooter apps to find out which one and where they are. Wear a helmet. It's not required, but it's definitely best practice because you don't want to crash and hit your head. Follow the rules of the road, and most importantly, where to park. There are fines if you don't park in the right spot. So there's more information on all of the scooter vendors' websites. Check that scooter before you check it out and start riding. Check the brakes, check the lights, wipe it down, bring some sanitation wipes, wipe it down, be safe, wear your face covering. Also when you're riding your scooter. And then when you do get to work, just park it in the right spot. So I know that's a lot to take in. We are going to be posting these tips on our website, so you can spend a little bit more time or reach out to us at iCommute and we can help you with your active commute. So thank you so much.
So you might be thinking to yourself, after hearing all these great options, that you'd like to try them, but you're afraid you might have an emergency situation where you need to get home immediately. That's why iCommute created the Guaranteed Ride Home program. You'll never be stranded. Registered participants can get a ride home in the event of an emergency. Let's watch this video to learn how the program works. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this presentation inspired you to try one of the alternative modes we covered. If you're interested in learning more about how to get started or have additional questions, contact us for free individualized transportation coaching at iCommute@sandag.org. Again, that's iCommute@sandag.org.